morning everyone, welcome to the Science Show. I hope everyone had a great afternoon. Vaccines are now one of the humanity's most incredible accomplishments, and they have saved millions of lives. And there was a time for centuries smallpox devastated mankind. Edward Jenner is well-known around the world for his innovative contribution to immunization and the ultimate vaccination of smallpox. So the smallpox vaccine is one of the first successful vaccines to be developed by Edward Jenner, who had previously caught cowpox, did not later catch cowpox by showing that inoculated cowpox protect against inoculated smallpox. And to explore the world of vaccination, we have invited Dr. David, who is an immunity specialist and currently works for Australian Immunization. Today, many types of vaccine has developed, and they are made of using different processes. And doctor, can you name some of the type of vaccination and the benefits of it? So, vaccine can be broadly classified as live or inactivated. They contain antigen that may be in a weakened or killed form of the disease-causing organism or the fragment of the organism. So for the live attenuated vaccine, the vaccine are made from wild or live virus that have been attenuated or weakened before included in the vaccine. And after the immunization, the weakened vaccine virus or bacteria replicate and grow in the vaccinated person. This means a relative small dose of virus or bacteria can be given in order to stimulate an immune response. Live attenuated vaccine given by injection are generally effective following one dose. On the contrary, inactivated vaccine are made using wild virus or bacteria that have been grown in the medium, in a culture medium, and inactivated before being included in the vaccine. So nothing in an inactivated vaccine is alive. Inactivated vaccine usually require multiple doses. Some inactivated vaccine may also require periodic supplemental dose to increase or boost the protection against the disease. Thank you for the explanation, doctor. I have read some of the article mentioning about the subunit vaccine. So can you explain what is subunit and how does it work to generate the immunity in our body? Subunit vaccine is also known as conjugated vaccine. The conjugated vaccine uses only part of the target pathogen to provoke a response from the immune system. This may be done by isolating a specific protein from a pathogen and presenting it as an antigen on its own. The subunit vaccine can be made via genetic engineering. A gene coding for the vaccine protein is inserted into another virus or into producer cell in the culture. When the carrier virus reproduces or when the producer cell metabolizes, the vaccine protein is also created. That's interesting, doctor. Now we have learned a different type of vaccine and how helpful the vaccine is to generate the immunization in the community. And while it is important to remember that many parents are making sure that children get vaccinated, the voice of those who don't carry any of the internet's research about vaccine let them down frightening feeling, and the background hum of doubt can make some of the parents understandably nervous. Our interview has went off the street to reveal of what people thought about vaccination.
Currently, it has so much information about vaccination, and I'm not clear about that, so it's better that I won't get my children vaccinated. I I heard that the vaccine contains a lot of mercury, which gonna poison it to my kid, and probably I think like he can generate the immune by himself. There's some reason that I don't want to get my kid vaccinated because of I read a lot of the article which say that the autism and the vaccine link together. So I rather not get my children vaccinated.
Right, so the parent gets so much information, it is hard to know what to do. Should you vaccinate is the struggle question that lots of people are dealing with. The atmosphere of confusion about vaccine had caused a real problem, and there are now 20% where the number of unvaccinated kids is on the rise. As you can see, the fear of surrounding vaccine stem. As I see, much of the fear surrounding the vaccine stems from their supposedly to autism. So doctor, can you tell me about the fearfulness inside this vaccine? You know, in fact, much importantly, it is worth knowing that the mercury that has been used in the vaccine is not the same kind that is harmful for other animals such as fish and other species. There have been a multiple large study finding no link between mercury and autism. In fact, the mercury is to enhance the effectiveness of the vaccine. That's right. People are misunderstood about vaccination and the importance of it. For example, measles being one of the most infectious of all communicable disease, and it proportionately affect some of the most vulnerable people in the community, especially newborn, pregnant women, and people with the compromised immune system.
Measles, once eradicated in Australia, is now exploding in Queensland community where many parents won't vaccinate their children. The virus can explode through the air from infected individuals who may not know they're sick. The disease is causing health authorities to fear a severe outbreak in Queensland. Right now, with 41 confirmed before July 2014, including 15 under 5 years old. In March 2015, 2 Queensland residents were diagnosed on 2 separate occasions. Thank you.
Thank you, Jessie, for doing her job. So vaccinate is really important for protecting not only individual but also the community. When a large percentage of population has become immune to the infection, is providing a major protection for individual who is not immune. Alright, thank you doctor for an in-depth review about vaccination and the importance of it. Is it encouraged for people, especially children, to vaccinate it on time? Is it important for children to have a better life without being infected? Yeah, I'm so glad for joining the show today. I hope everyone had a good understanding about vaccination and the advantages of it. Thank you.